So,
Bueno.
Noe, I guess we're live. So, this is how we usually do it. We wait for the first minute.
Okay.
So just try to test your mic, get used to it. It's your first time on a podcast?
Yeah, my first time.
Eso es todo. Para toda primera vez. Mira, tenemos dos ahí, viewers. La fama, la fama. Bueno, 4 viewers y un like, papá. 5 viewers, papá, increasing. Así nos vamos a ir hasta el cielo, papito, ya tú sabes. Pues bueno, Noe, pues vamos a empezar. Ya bajaron los views, pero no hay problema. Estamos casi al minuto de empezar. Así que, saluda, Cristian.
Bueno,
Bien, les va bien.
Muchas gracias. Oh, it's been a minute, bro, since I've done a podcast. Me fui para México un ratillo, pero we're back. So, Noe, it's the minute. So, welcome, guys, to another episode of St. Calmorros, guys. Today, my boy Eddie's not here with me because I'm actually at the office in Oakland with a member of American Income Life. And we're here to discover the truth, if it's a scam or an actual company. And I have here with me Noe Perez, as I know him, a.k.a. Gamboa. So he's a little bit nervous. Primera vez en un podcast, so we're going to talk about it. So, Noe, tell us a little bit about you. Introduce yourself to the camera, to the people, man.
I'm Noe Perez. I'm at the office right here in Oakland. I started here last year, September 14th was the actual start date that I started here at AIL, American Income Life. I work right here in the Bay Area. And then how I ended up coming here, so I'm 22 now. I'm a master general agent, if you know what that is, a MGA here. So I started I'll just tell like my whole story. When I was 18, I went to school for engineering. I didn't really like it. And then I left. I got into the union, if you know what the union is, just the union, like a carpenter's union. And then through that, I started working in the Bay Area around like San Jose, Oakland, all this area. And then up until last year, I actually met someone that actually worked here. And then that's how I ended up, because we basically give the benefits to all the union members. So it kind of caught my interest since I was in the union myself. And then that's how I ended up coming here.
So was it what was you like the first time when you heard about American Income Life? Like, what were your thoughts? Like, pensaste about building a career, or did you just join for the fun, like?
No, yeah. So like whenever I first, because before here, actually, no, I wasn't good at talking to people. I wouldn't even be able to do this last year. I was really shy. I couldn't talk to like a new person one-on-one. But yeah, like I was like, I need to do something different. So like my girlfriend at the time, just basically, she worked from home that day, and I seen she sold 2 very big policies. Like in the day, she made $2,500 in the day. And I was like, oh, I need to like check this out, because she's like, and then I was like, I can kind of do it, because she did it through Zoom, and I was like, I think I can do that too. And it was through 2 union members. She enrolled 2 families, and she made $2,500 for the day. And then I ended up, I got invited to one of like the barbecues with the owners and stuff, and they're really nice. And then just ended up talking to them, and that's how I ended up coming on board. Like before this, I just did like labor, construction, stuff like that. Had no idea about this.
And did you ever imagine yourself doing something like that's what you're doing right now? Like, like helping people build careers, like, leading a team, not just being a boss, but actually being a leader?
No, like honestly, like back then I wanted to do something with like construction, either build a construction company, real estate, anything like that. Like I would have not thought like, oh, I'm selling life insurance or I'm leading people. Like I would have not even thought about that, honestly.
That's nice. No, but te pregunto because, I mean, for people that don't know, I know Noe through a mutual friend, well, his cousin and my friend. So I know him since he was like a lot younger, but he was always a hustler. I remember he used to go to construction. I see him every time I was at my friend's house. He would come with boxes of shoes. I was like, hey, wait, ¿qué pedo con eso? He's like, oh, I saw him on eBay. And he'll make profit out of that. So, like his hustle comes from, like background before. And that's why it's kind of interesting to see him, what he's doing now. And he invited me to work for American Income Life a while back.
Like probably last year, huh? Like a year
probably
ago?
Like a year ago. But, like I actually never thought of, I don't know. It was just kind of like a new industry to me. So I never actually paid attention to it.
Yeah.
Pero es una industria, pues, chida, güey. Puedes hacer billete. And something that I like, bro, I don't know if that's your passion as well, pero me gusta ayudar como y enseñar a los hispanos como about life insurance. So that's kind of what the reason I wanted to, bring you on board on the podcast and stuff. So that we can, you can break it down a little bit more for Hispanic speakers. I mean, for Hispanics, de habla español, de habla hispana, como ayudarles a entender un poquito más qué es una aseguranza, cómo funcionan y las razones por qué deberían de tener una aseguranza, aunque sea pues para cubrir gastos finales.
No, ya. ¿En español o en inglés?
En español, en inglés, para
Okay.
inglés, güey, no hay pedo.
No, pues hasta el año pasado yo ni sabía que era aseguranza de vida ni nada de eso, hasta el año pasado, pues primera vez, hasta que vine aquí, pues supe que era como una aseguranza de vida, yo ni sabía que había eso, pues, pero hay como diferentes tipos, como hay como hay bien muchos tipos, pero los dos casi son como entera vida y un término, pues son los únicos dos. Los otros hay como accidental y cosas así, pues cáncer, que hacemos también, pero los más que nos enfocamos es entera vida y un término también.
Ok. ¿Y podrías explicar un poquito la diferencia entre entera vida y término? O sea, can I go more in deep? ¿Qué vienen siendo y qué te protegen y cómo funcionan?
No, ya. So, los dos son buenos, pues, no ando diciendo que uno es más mejor que el otro, los dos, pues, tenemos necesidad por los dos, pues. Una entera vida es como se llama, una entera vida el precio es fijo por su entera vida. Si paga uno $40 por mes, se queda $40 por mes por el resto de su vida. Nunca va a subir el precio ni nada de eso. Pues, pero un término, un ejemplo, y también la entera vida va acumulando dinero e intereses, pues. So, vas a quedar fijo y un término está un poquito más barato, pero cada vez que se renueva hay como va subiendo el precio, pero está más barato. Pues regularmente usan el término como para proteger el ingreso, si uno debe en la casa, algo así, o para la college education de los niños, cosas así, pues. Y ha habido hay de 4 años, 10 años, 20 años, o term hasta 100 años, hay como unos diferentes, pues.
Sí, bueno, y te pregunto porque muchas veces la pregunta que me han hecho o algo así cuando estoy con algún cliente es, ¿cuál es la póliza la que tú me recomiendes? Y pues es bueno que you bring that up porque muchas veces la póliza que le conviene a cada persona es dependiendo en sus necesidades, en lo que ellos la necesiten para. Entonces eso es algo bueno pues para saber. Y pues algo que quieras meter de ahí de whole life, de term life, algo más que quieras explicar sobre eso antes de mover en algún otro.
No, ya. So, para mí, pues, cada gente es diferente, pues, lo que sea más cómodo. Para mí es lo que sea más cómodo para ellos. Si regularmente lo que yo hago, como si son familias, o si son familias, hago como una entera vida, también un término para protegerles en el ingreso, si tienen hijos chiquitos o la esposa no trabaja, lo que sea, pues, si Dios no lo quiera, el día que venga y fueran a fallecer, pues, le protegen el ingreso. Pero si uno está como joven o lo que sea, yo recomiendo como una entera vida, pues, porque está más barato el precio y va a laquear toda su salud y su edad, pues, pero dependiendo de cada quien.
Y bueno, una pregunta, entonces sí se puede hacer un término con una entera vida.
Ya. So, puedes hacer los dos y también como, pues, aquí en nuestra compañía, nuestro término se puede convertir en entera vida, todos nuestros términos se convierten en entera vida, pues, so pueden laquear algo como por muy barato y más adelante si quieren cambiarlo a una entera vida, pues lo pueden cambiar sin preguntas médicas con nosotros.
Ok, y lo bueno que tocas el tema de pues la compañía.
Sí.
I wanted to talk a little bit about American Income Life. Just because I kind of did a little bit of research, prior coming to work here.
Yeah.
And well, más que nada because this is my first time in this kind of industry.
Yeah.
I've been on sales almost my whole life, but never into life insurance.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like a new industry to me, and I was kind of like, wanted to research a little bit more, like dig more into it to see if it was going to be a good fit for me.
Yeah.
But the only things that I found on YouTube, it was bad reviews about the company.
Yeah.
And, like when I mentioned it to you and stuff, me mencionabas que each company works in different, like each agency works differently. So entonces quería, pues más que nada, ¿qué tienes tú que decir sobre eso basado en tu experiencia and the way that things run at this agency?
No, so pues yo también miré los videos cuando yo pensé, yo no sabía de, que es American Income Life, nada de eso, pues. And then yo miré research también, pero yo fui a hablar con los conocí antes de que yo empezara aquí, pues conocí como los managers, los dueños, y eran como, ellos ponían a la gente enfrente del dinero, pues. Or can I do it in English también?
Yeah.
So I just seen that they put people in front of not money in front of people. So they were they like helping others, and that's what really attracted me because I seen a lot of different agencies do it a lot of different ways. So I just seen that they put like people first. They didn't really put money first, and that really like, oh, they actually want to help people, and that's what really brought me to be here. They actually genuinely care about their people.
So all those batteries that you say, like if you, what do you think they flunk, or what do you think they give up on working in an industry like this or with American Income Life?
Yeah, like even well, not just American Income Life, this like industry sales or anything like that in general. It's just like a lot of people because it's already made, like the script and everything's made. The script, the slides, and all that's already made. Honestly, like I couldn't even talk to no one last year. Like they just showed me the script, and then I ended up learning. Like I have other people that I brought on, nothing, no knowledge about sales. They couldn't even communicate that well. They just learned the script, and they were able to enroll people into the program and stuff like that. Just a lot of people, they lack a lot of discipline on themselves, so that's why they don't really. If you're disciplined, you learn the script and everything. It's pretty simple. Like what we do is simple, not easy, pero está simple.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. Like, this job is simple, pero no es fácil.
Sí,
Like,
sí.
you actually have to put in the work in order to make sales.
Yeah.
Pero es algo que I kind of found interesting. A lot of agents, like when I was doing my research, there was agents talking about how when they recruit, like
Yeah.
how they pass money around, or how they show you like this crazy videos with oh you can do all this or this. And when I actually came for the interview and the training, none of that stuff happened at this agency. So I was kind of skeptical with those videos because, like you mentioned before, each agency works in a different way. So, I mean, I don't know, like being here and being hands on, you actually learn that how this agency runs. Like they actually try to help the people to make money, especially like you're leading this office, but you're just not like a boss. Like you actually try to help them out. Like you say, let's call, and then you're with us calling, and you try to push people. And then like when you're presenting and stuff, you bring like the newbies to teach them how it is done instead of just throwing them to the water without letting them know how to swim. So
No, yeah, that's like very important. Well, like that's what I like to generally help people. I rather help like I worry about other people's check before mine, honestly. I make sure people get paid. Like I even though I'm a master general agent, I'm a like high level manager or whatever. I still call with people. I still present with them even if they're new. I call myself. So I whatever I tell someone, I actually do it myself. Like I'm not because I know usually like, oh, a boss, hypocrite, like they just like, oh, I'm not a boss. I like leading people. So whatever I tell someone to do, I actually do it myself. Like I do calls, I do appointments and all that stuff myself.
And so, can you tell us a little bit about insights of how the company runs? Like, let's say you're trying to recruit someone. Like, what do you how do you approach someone, or like how do you explain to them about American Income Life?
Yeah. Yeah. So how do people come here or how like
I mean, yeah, how do people come here? Like, what are your steps in order for them to be here? Like, what are the requirements? Like, how do you guys get leads from, or
okay.
kind of like how does the company work?
Yeah, so I'm gonna go over like the hiring, recruiting part first, and then we'll go into the leads too.
Yeah.
But like one of the ways like some people come in is like you're actually given the opportunity to bring in people. So that's like how I'm gonna talk about that first. So I actually brought in kind of like my friends, a couple of my friends, my buddies, and then because honestly, like I wanted to build a culture. I wanted to help young people, and that's what. Because I know usually life insurance is for like older people. I know whenever you Google it and stuff, usually it's for like older people, 40-year-olds, 30-year-olds. But I wanted to help young people like make life insurance for like young people like me. I'm 22. Like all the people on my team for the most part are really young. They're like 22. I have a 18-year-old, a 19-year-old, like 29-year-old. They're on the 20. So I wanted to help young people, and then. You're giving the opportunity to also like bring on people. That's what I did because I wanted to build my own culture. I wanted to work with my friends, like the people that I actually go out with. We work here, like we're all friends and everything. We have a good culture, all that stuff. And then there's another way also. We get people so like through ZipRecruit or Indeed, people come for interviews. We have interviews here, like people come for interviews and stuff. That process usually people do like first interview and then like orientation, and then we do them through like a final interview. Those are like basically like two ways we get people.
Okay. So it's kind of like an open opportunity for anybody, that is out there and is trying to look into this industry.
Yeah.
So they can, it's like not easy, but it's kind of like something that they can build a career on.
Yeah.
That's nice. Y por decir también, what are the requirements like to work in here?
So you do have to be licensed through the state. It's not through us. We don't require, but the license, you have to get a license with, so we're in California. You have to get a license in California. Actually, I have a couple people that are out of state, like in New York and then also in Washington. They work virtually. So you do have the opportunity to work virtually from home. If you're, I say if you're disciplined enough, you can actually make it happen also. But you do have to be licensed in California. And I have another license like in Utah, also Texas. But just because since we're based in California, we run most of the appointments from California. We basically work with families from like Bakersfield mostly to like Sacramento area, even sometimes like Los Angeles and stuff like that. But yeah.
And like, how do you guys get leads, or how do you guys get your job done? Like,
Yeah.
do you guys get referrals or leads, or how does it work?
So I like to personally, they give us leads. We don't have to pay for them, nothing like that. They give us, most of our business, like 70% is union. Most of our business is union. And then whenever we visit union families, the union actually lets them sponsor other members into these benefits. So those are like called referrals. And then we also have like policy members that already have a policy. And then we just basically do like annual policy review with the members. And then we just help identify the gaps that they have. And then just that also. But we mostly focus on the union members because how the company started, American Income Life back then, the owner back then at the time, 1951, he wanted to focus on giving all these benefits to the working class. Because back then, like life insurance and all these stuff used to be for like upper class rich people. So he wanted to focus on union. That's why we mainly focus on union families now.
Nice. Pues, vamos a ver qué tenemos por acá. Y los beneficios que tienen, por decir como los unions, what happens if they got out of the union?
Yeah, so everything here is like permanent portable. So if the union members actually leave the union, they could take them with them. And then if they sponsor other people in, they can actually take it with them. They change jobs or they retire, they get laid off. They have like layoff waivers and stuff like that. So if people change jobs, they can take it with them. And then the referrals, so that also, and then the people that have policies, we just work with those also. Yeah.
No, pues está chingón. Pues algo más que nos quieras contar de aquí, güey, de American Income Life.
Yeah, so some of like the benefits we do, funeral, income protection, mortgage protection, children's protection, cancer, accidental coverage, stuff like that, like living benefits, the cancer and accidental. So if people were to get in an accident or cancer, they do like those protections also. Not just life insurance, but like living benefits also that pays them while they're alive.
Nice. Pues, y también, más que nada, no sé si quieras traer a alguien de aquí a la oficina que nos cuente un poquito de su historia también. Like, how has it been for new members? Like, you know, because I mean, I work here, you know, but
yeah,
I don't want to bring my point of view right now that, you know, I'm kind of like conducting the interview. Simplemente no sé si quieras traer a one of the members of the team today so they can explain a little better how is their experience, you know, working with American Income Life, and que si todo lo que sale allá afuera es verdad o pues no sé.
No, yeah, I texted them to come, but let me see the paper.
Yeah,
so I can kind of go over if we've missed anything. And then the licensing, how do we hire? Okay.
I think we pretty much cover every point.
Yeah, and then, I guess work in person or virtually. So we do have people, I kind of touch on it briefly. We do have people that work virtually, like I have a Washington and New York, and there's people that work from home, but it is a little bit harder to work from home if you have the discipline, like, because you need like a quiet spot when you're doing presentations and stuff. But most of the people, they usually, they're in the office, either here in the Bay Area or in Sacramento area. We have an office over there. And then there is people that work from home. So say if you want to run appointments at home, you can also do that. But I recommend you come here like for at least 2 weeks and get trained in person.
I feel like, I mean, based on my experience, I feel 2 weeks is too short.
Yeah.
Like if you actually know the industry, I feel 2 weeks will be more than enough. Pero si eres like a new member that you barely getting into this career or this, you know, type of job, it's kind of a little bit difficult because you have to learn from zero. Tienes que aprender what's life insurance, what's whole life, what's term, and then algo de lo que me gusta es que puedes como me he dado cuenta que muchos de los hispanos le tienen miedo a life insurance.
Yeah.
Based on my experience, you know, working here, when I speak with, you know, Latinos and stuff, like, oh, no, ah, primo, es que si compro yo una póliza estoy hablándole a la muerte, que no sé qué, like, and that's kind of like our culture, you know, no nos gusta hablar de ese tipo de cosas, y pues es que me gusta, a pesar de que pues no venda, pero por lo menos me gusta, no quiero decir educarlos,
Sí.
porque no me siento como, oh, I'm
Un
teaching
maestro,
you, no me siento un maestro, correcto, pero simplemente les estoy brindando un poquito de sabiduría de lo que yo aprendí, porque a mí siempre me enseñaron eso, ¿no? De echarle la mano a los demás y enseñarles, por decir, si yo sé de este producto, que veo que es un beneficio, tanto para, ahora sí que es un ganar-ganar, porque, o sea, él gana, si le llegas a pasar algo, está cubierto, su familia, you know, they're gonna be paid off, they're gonna, you know, whatever coverage they have, they can get covered, you know, for the house or just funeral expenses, or if they want to leave a legacy to the family, they can also do that. Yeah. Pero también te das cuenta de que tú también puedes ganar. Sí. O sea, es un ganar y ganar. Les enseñas que hay formas en las que, pues no, para que no anden haciendo car wash y que tamales y que GoFundMe. Sí, sí. They don't even grieve in peace, güey. Tienen que andar en chinga ahí lavando carros en los semáforos con los signs y todo ese pedo, pero pues cada quien, no, te digo, simplemente me gusta, por eso fue que decidí hacer este podcast y que pues un poquito más la gente empezara a entender, no entender, sino a conocer el producto y que no piensen que es un producto caro que pues que no lo pueden obtener.
No, yeah, se trata de todos los beneficios, se trata de hacer comfortable for everyone. We like to make sure it's comfortable for them. And then I just want to go over briefly, I guess we kind of skipped on it. Can I come in with or without an experience to work here?
Oh,
so
okay.
Like, yeah, kind of skipped on it. We kind of skipped on that one, but just basically, if you do, I've had most of my people that came in, they no experience with sales, no experience in life insurance. Most people come in and we're able to teach you because we have a script. It works. We have some presentations, like everything's already made for you. You just learn the script and talk it like on the phone. There's already a script and everything made. You really don't have nothing. You don't really have to know nothing. Like me, for example, I was really shy. I couldn't really talk to people, but I learned the script and I was able to make it happen. Like the sales, I was able to enroll families and stuff like that. And then even if you have experience, you're able to come in. We can help you with that also. And then we didn't go over this other part, I guess. We get bonuses, weekly bonuses. Yeah. So on families we enroll and stuff, they give us actually weekly bonuses and monthly bonuses also. And then if you're like in management, say growth bonuses and stuff. And then the most important part for me is like the renewals. So like residual income, no sé si mucha gente sabe lo que es residuals. So like whenever we enroll a family, whenever we protect the family, we actually get renewals like residual income from policies we sold in the past. That's what I think that's like the best part. You're getting residual income, like basically while you're sleeping for policies I sold in the past. And then I'll talk about my example. For example, like whenever I came in September last year, and my renewals have been anywhere from like 1,200, 1,900 consistently every month. Okay. And then I know every year it goes up and stuff with more policies you sell and all that stuff.
¿Algo más que nos haya faltado ahí antes de hacerte una pregunta?
A ver. No.
Bueno, pues básicamente mi pregunta era, how has your life has changed since you started working here? En todos los sentidos, económicamente, en crecimiento como persona, porque te veo y pues te digo, de cuando te conocí, pues estoy hablando pues de ya de varios años, y pues ha sido una transición muy cabrona, güey, porque ahorita te veo leyendo, güey, te veo que estás la Biblia, like you always kind of, you know, like trying to learn something new, and you can see that you bring others to do the same. So sometimes when I'm, you know, like calling and doing my job, then I walk to the bathroom or something, I see that you're bringing, like, you know, you're talking to the new people, like you're handing them books, oh, you should read this, you should do that, like, and so I kind of want to know, like, how your life changed.
Yeah, not even money wise, but my so a lot of people, if they knew me in the past, like I was really shy, I couldn't even communicate with people, and I couldn't even like talk to a new person. Like I would have to know you so I could be comfortable with you before I even talk to you. But now like my communication skills got better. Even I've seen like with a lot of people I brought on, their confidence, even mine. You can see, like I watched the other day, I watched a presentation for myself when I started. My confidence and everything has gone up. And then that's why I like helping other. Whenever people come in, I see them, and then like 3 months after, their confidence and their communication skills is better. And then like what I've been doing a lot with like my new people, I not that I make them read, but I like, hey, I recommend you read this book. It helps you a lot with your mindset. I like to help people change, grow their mindset because we're always. I like to read a lot. I read it every day, and then like I read like the Bible a little bit in the morning, like a chapter a day, just the Proverbs in the morning, and then I try to work out whenever I can for the most part. But yeah, just to help other people grow because I want to help them, not just money wise. Like it is about them. We do make good money here, but I want to help them grow like spiritually and mentally.
Because you need to be prepared, no? Cuando empiezas a ganar buen dinero, like you have to have the knowledge and the discipline to like save your money and don't go stupid.
No, yeah. Oh, okay, I'll talk about that also. So whenever when I was younger, I did make like a lot of money. Like for a young kid, 18-year-old kid, I made good money. And then
With the union, right? With the
union, and then I did other stuff. So like I know you kind of touched about like
the
shoes.
You did stocks too, right?
I did stocks. I've done everything, but this is like my favorite thing because renewals. Like I do something, I get paid for it. Well, I'm not even. But like whenever you're doing eBay, you have to be going to the stores to buy more inventory and stuff like that. And then stocks, you have to be on the computer watching them and stuff. But this is honestly like my favorite, and it's honestly the easiest because it's script, everything's already made. And then whenever you're new, we basically like for the first couple presentations, we hold your hand, we help you with that guide. But yeah, I've done everything like stocks, real estate, flipping shoes, all that stuff.
Yeah,
cars,
I remember you would come
cars.
home, you come to my friend's house con un chingo de zapatos.
No, but yeah, all right. Talking about when I was 18, I made a good amount of money for a young kid, and then I did stupid stuff with it. Like, well, I think God took it away from me because I got it too fast. I learned that recently. Like, if you usually get money fast, it's gonna go away fast. If you don't know how to control it, if you're not disciplined, that's what happened to me, and I learned a good experience for that. And then now, like, I have more money coming in than I did when I was younger, and I'm able to be more disciplined. Like, I don't go crazy or nothing. That just more discipline in general.
Y se nota, o sea, for you to come on the weekends, like Saturday and Sunday, like, I mean, that's a hustle, bro. Like, I respect that. And, I mean, it's cool because you bring other people to do the same, Like, hey, I'm going to be at the office. If anybody wants to come in, you actually put in the work. And that's something that maybe a boss would not do. He might be like, you guys need to come in on Saturday, but he won't be here, you know? And that's different. That's kind of what differentiates a boss with a leader.
Yeah.
And that's cool. También te iba a preguntar, güey, how do you deal with people que entra American Income Life, güey, y they want to leave? Like, they start getting like stressed out, like, I'm not getting the sales. Like,
so like whenever people are new, what I always make them do now, I do like the book thing because I even see like they come in, like people just come in, they don't know, like their mindset is not there. Because honestly, this is what we do mostly, 95% mindset. I honestly make them read books, and then like all the new people I seen like in a week, they're like, oh wow, like they're in a good. Even they start selling just by reading books or watching videos. Because in the morning I usually type up like a little paragraph, send it to them, stuff like that. But I seen the biggest like change in their mind. They change their habits also. Like they used to go out to drink and stuff. Like that's good. I like to go party too, but I do like once or twice a month. Just like the mindset, I read books. That's what really helped me, and then it helps them. I seen that.
Something that I found interesting when I started. He gave me, well, not just me, but it was a bunch of people here at the office, and he handed us out this paper, and it kind of like your reason of your why. And at first I was like, it's kind of like, like what? And you start putting your whys and stuff, but the first time the only time I did it, I kind of like, my why this and this, like not something really specific, pero después con el tiempo me empecé a dar cuenta y luego agarré ese libro que tienes, güey, de
Start with Why.
Ese, güey, Start with Why. Leí nada más un pedacito y como unas 10 páginas y básicamente, güey, te dice que if you you can have the best job ever, but if you don't have a reason or a why, then it's gonna be just pointless. Y sí es cierto, o sea, once you start realizing what is my why by working in here, like one of my whys is kind of like to, I don't want to say educate, pero lo voy a decir, educar a personas como de qué es este trabajo, especialmente con hispanos, porque me gusta apoyarlos y que conozcan de algo que es un servicio bueno para ellos, que pueden utilizar para dejar a su familia en debt, con todo ese desmadre que viene, porque tú te vas, te mueres y pues sepa para dónde te vas, pero te vas.
Yeah.
Y dejas a la familia con el funeral, con los gastos, con la casa, con los niños. Entonces, pues sí está un poquito cabrón, pero está chido, ¿no? Enseñarles. That's kind of like my why. And I also have a few personal whys that me los voy a guardar porque son personales, pero pero está chido, y te digo, y sí yo he notado que cuando veo que alguien, you know, they're kind of like, they're self down, and you actually tell me, hey, let's call, and you know, kind of like, ve, llama, o sea, vente y llamamos, y vamos a llamar, y let's book an appointment, y hacemos todo ese rollo. Entonces, pues eso está muy chido, güey.
No, yeah, like, el why es lo más importante para mí. I forgot we even, is that I usually, whenever people are new, that's like the first thing I usually do for them before I even train them, to make sure like they know why they're doing this. Because most people, whenever they knew, they say, oh, money. But if you think about it, money is paper. Like, you're not going to go to work for it. Like, I used to say that too when I was young. I was pretty dumb. I was like, oh, money. But that doesn't really, like, if you actually think about it, go deeper. Like, oh, why do you actually want to help maybe you want to help your parents. You want to take your family on vacations. You want to buy them a car or anything like that. If you think about it, go deeper. Like, your why should make you cry. Like, why I get up in the morning? I get up every day, like at 5:30 latest. And every day, Monday through Sunday. And I come to the office, basically, I take 2 days off or 1 day off the whole month because I'm happy. Like, who can say that they're happy going to work? I say I'm happy every day.
No, y se te nota, güey.
Like, who can say that they're happy? Like, I don't get tired.
No, y te entiendo, porque yo puedo decir, yo cuando he empezado, la verdad, y lo voy a decir, no me he quedado ningún fin de semana, y no ha sido porque no he querido, güey. I know you have to put in the work, you have to be disciplined and stuff, and that's maybe the reason why I haven't got the sales that I've been wanting to, because I know I'm a good salesman. He estado toda mi vida en esto de las ventas y sé cómo regatearte, sé cómo cuando you bring me a rebuttal y que me dices que no, y muchas veces no me importa que me digan que no, pero simplemente quiero que escuchen y que sepan que hay programas para ayudarlos con todo ese rollo. Y pues a lo mejor la razón también por la que no he vendido tanto ha sido porque pues no he venido los weekends, pero pues yo, como tú sabes, pues tenemos un negocio familiar donde nos dedicamos a artesanías de cobre, y he estado teniendo eventos, y he estado saliendo, y son los fines de semana. Entonces yo veo que de repente ahí llegan los mensajes del group chat, venta de tanto AOP, y digo, no manches, güey, yo aquí, güey. O sea, está chido porque that's my why también, o sea, crear un capital to keep growing our business, y that's why it brings me, you know, like to call and to be hustling and staying too late, porque muchas veces eso, vienen un ratito y creen que con 3 horas ya. O sea, realmente you have to put in the work, you have to hustle, you have to like stay late and get home late, pero it's a process y nada llega fácil.
No, yeah.
That's based on my experience working here. Pero por eso, mañana sí voy a venir a la oficina, así para que estén pendientes, voy a poner ahí en mi Instagram una fotito en la oficina. ¿Y qué te dijo la persona? ¿Si va a venir o no, Shy?
No, está shy.
¿Está shy? No.
Para la otra.
Para la otra. No, pues está bien. Algo más, ¿no? Que quieras, you know, bring it up. I mean, we can freestyle, talk about, you know, like, de lo que quieras. También, si queremos seguir hablando de American Income Life, ¿qué? Tú dime.
No, yeah, nomás whatever you want to go after, even if it's not like American Income Life sales, it just takes like a lot of what I learned like in the last 6 months when I became like a higher level manager. Everything requires like whenever you go higher, like you need more discipline with yourself, even like in other levels of your life. Like you become more disciplined in certain things, even if reflects like in your bank account. You're more disciplined. You're not going to go out and like spend money like crazily and stuff like that. Just be more disciplined. And then whatever you do, honestly, like sales or whatever you're going to do, be more disciplined and be more consistent.
And find a why, right?
Yeah. Find
your why también. Porque, I mean, no puedes, o sea, it could be life insurance, it could be selling cars, it could be a janitor. But if that's your why and then you're passionate about it, then you should do it, ¿no? O sea, no tiene que ser nada más como que, whatever leads with money.
No, yeah.
Hay personas que realmente les gusta hacer otra cosa, esa es su pasión. Y pues sí, como artistas, güey, que that's their passionate, that's their why, and that's why they do it. And they might not make money for a cool minute, pero they feel passionate about what they're doing, so.
No, yeah. Just follow like whatever you're passionate about also. And it doesn't matter what you do. Like I've seen people, like there's millionaires and everything, like on YouTube, on life insurance, real estate, flipping cars, like dealerships. There's enough money for all of us to get out there. No need to be like greedy or nothing like that. I learned that from reading also. Like it doesn't matter honestly what you do. Like you can make money selling anything, water bottles. Like there's money in everything.
Mientras lo hagas con pasión.
No, yeah.
Sí, no, y pues sí, algo que le recomiendo yo, que lo que yo he hecho y también lo he escuchado de Noy, ver videos simplemente en lo que you're passionate about, or you trying to learn or, get more knowledge into, like, watch videos. There's a lot of podcasts out there about those things. There's a lot about videos about, how life insurance work. Life insurance for dummies work. Yo lo busqué when I first started y dije, pues bueno, vamos a ver de qué es este show. Y pues la neta está padre. Enseñarle a las personas, pues, lo que pueden hacer también. O sea, que esto no es algo para la gente rica. Simplemente es para, pues está available for everybody. Entonces, pues está muy chingón.
No, ya, pues, si tienen más preguntas, reach out to David Sinaloa, como yo lo conozco, Sinaloa.
That's a funny story, pero ya, así me conocían como el Sinaloa. Pero bueno, esa es una historia para otro día. Algo se me iba, güey. Ay, se me fue, güey, la idea. No me acuerdo, güey. No lo recuerdo. Discúlpeme, se me fue la idea. Pero, pues bueno, ¿qué te parece si acabamos aquí el podcast de hoy? Se nos aventaron 35 minutotes. Pues a ver qué de otra vez, si no vas allá a ver. Si vamos otro día allá a la casa, al estudio, güey, y podemos grabar ahí, y que esté también el compa Eri.
Yep.
Y ahí sí nos echamos una chelita.
No, sí,
pues estamos en la oficina, estamos respetando agüita sagrada, güey, nada más. Y pues sí, güey, pues podemos hablar de otra cosa. Ya me acordé, güey. También voy a estar dejando tu Instagram ahí abajo, güey, en la descripción. Si te quieren seguir, si alguien is looking for an opportunity or a career, they can reach out. Algo que les quieras decir, güey. If you're trying to recruit someone, if there's opportunities right now to work in here, o cómo está la situación.
No, yeah. So we're hiring here. Even if you're virtually, I'm looking for people. Like even if you're outside of California, you're in California. We have an office here in the Bay Area, and then also in Sacramento. But we're going to expand to other areas like next year. Just we are hiring people. Like even si nomás hablas español, también andamos buscando gente. Yo tengo gente en mi equipo que nomás habla español o inglés, lo que sea. Si eres bilingüe, hasta más mejor, pues. Pero sí, andamos ganando gente. Si me pueden mandar mensaje a mí o David Sinaloa, pues.
Está buena esa. Ya tenían rato que no me llamaban así, ¿eh? Esa la voy a tener que hablar, güey. Esa va a estar buena. Porque sí, mucha gente pensaba que era de Sinaloa, güey, porque me decían el Sinaloa. La verdad es para hacer una historia para otro episodio. Pues algo más que quieras decir, ¿no? You don't want to bring anybody. Nadie quiere venir a saludar, aunque sea. Nadie quiere venir, ¿eh? A ver, vamos a ver si alguien de aquí se quiere animar a venir a contarnos un poquitito de su experiencia. Porque la verdad, pues lo que está allá afuera, all the videos that you guys see with American Income Life, it's about people that wanted to build a career, or they tried to, but they went to the wrong agency, and the way that they run the agency, it's kind of like sucky, güey. Nomás les lavan la cabeza, and they actually like, I don't know. A mí está chido aquí, muy buena, como dicen, muy buen ambiente laboral, muy buena cultura, güey, o sea, está padre. Y ya ves que pues también aquí hay un gimnasio, si quieres venirte temprano puedes hacer tu ejercicio. La neta está muy chido aquí venir y la verdad todos son muy amables.
No, pues el culture está
bueno. And there's like a good diversity también aquí con nosotros.
No, sí.
¿Qué? ¿Quién va a entrar?
No,
¿Nadie? No, Diosito santo. Bueno, pues muchísimas gracias, Noe. Thank you for being on the channel. Pues ya saben, if you guys want American Income Life, to join American Income Life, here's your guy to go to. Si tienen preguntas de aseguranza, pues también está Noé, estoy yo, y les podemos ayudar con cualquier cosa que tengan ahí, alguna duda, alguna pregunta. Y pues algo más que quieras agregar. It feels good to be back, bro. I like the setup and everything. So I'll probably start bringing the podcast more often to the office, and I might bring Eddie one day. Me lo va a traer acá y vamos a echar ahí desmadre. Y si, pues ahí platicar. Obviamente no puedo tomar, pero
en la oficina.
En la oficina nada más. Ya un día que grabemos en la casa, we can do, like freestyle about, what's going on in the world, our lives, and lo que pasa el día a día.
No, yeah.
Vale, pues muchísimas gracias. Stay tuned for the next episode de Sen Calmorros y muchísimas gracias por escucharnos. Hasta la próxima, baby. Nos vemos.